Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor on Just Another Morning Show. We are coming back to you live in the Oski Dental Studios on this Tuesday that feels a whole lot like a Monday today.
Yes,
nice and
does.
sunny outside. Hey, we are being joined by our first guest this morning, literally just walking in. Levi Lyle.
We didn't give him much time to warm up or anything.
No,
It's like,
I
hey,
think
we're
it's
going
no
on.
warm-up
I
time.
did my stretches right when I
Good,
got here this
thank
morning,
God.
so I'm good.
Levi, I have no idea what we're even talking about today. I didn't even know you were coming in until you texted me.
Oh, there you go.
Raised them
Oh.
right in Keota. So
I'm thinking the Childcare Network
yep.
thing.
Little Eagles Childcare, Keokuk County Childcare Network.
Sweet.
Yeah, all right. The floor is yours, sir. You just walked in. You're catching your breath.
I ran up the steps. Yeah. I sent you a text message 5 minutes ago
Yes,
saying
yeah.
I was coming into town.
Yes, yeah.
Well, so the Little Eagles Childcare is starting their summer program. So
Okay.
that is underway now. And here we opened our doors over in Keota the first of the year. And
Yep.
so we're about 5 months in and starting our summer program. So there's kind of a moment to kind of step back and look at what we've accomplished in the last year. And it's pretty cool to be able to assess that and
For sure.
keep on making plans to move forward.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I know you guys, I think I saw something posted here within the last month or so. Are you looking for some more help for the childcare?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the process right now of hiring a director, and then there's the position of the on-site supervisor. So
Okay.
we're going through those processes. Now, we were able to get through the first 5 months with our director position being on a current staff within the Keota School District, but now we're moving towards more of a permanent role in that director
Okay.
position, and then the on-site supervisor is who we have currently had is Mary Long, and so positions are moving around a little bit,
Yeah.
and so we need to also hire for her
Yeah.
position. And
I'm sure the
yeah.
longer it goes, the more time goes by, it's like, wait a second, we need someone here more than we there, and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
some more help here. So,
Yeah. I want to make sure my words are clear here. So Mary Long has been doing a wonderful job, and it's a possibility that she would move into the director's position. But with any job, that's a process that has
Yeah.
to be put out into the public. So we have the director's position, which is open. Mary Long is still there. She's our site supervisor. Possibly she could move into the director's position, but
Okay.
that would open the door for the on-site supervisor.
Yeah,
So
right.
as we kind of navigate
Yeah.
that, we just need to let the public know we've got the director's position, on-site supervisor's position. Those would be full-time staff, and then we have 7 staff members. So a good majority of those are part-time individuals.
Sure.
And we had to ramp up for the summer because we have 14 kids right now.
Nice.
And we have more, lots more spots, right? We can serve 16 kids in the infant room. We can serve 14 kids in the toddler room and 15 school-age kids.
Wow.
And opportunities to have part-time drop-ins are there. So families pay $200 a week to use the childcare, whatever the age is. It's $200 a week. And if a family wants to just drop in and have their kid there for a day, they could do what my wife and I are doing and pay $50 for that day. And so for 2 days a week, we're going to take our 4-year-old in, and you know, it's just they just have so much fun activities planned for the summer.
That's cool.
And so it's something that is just an opportunity for people to be aware of, for sure.
Yeah. What are the hours for the daycare?
Yeah, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yep, so it's a full day for those kids. And let's see, yesterday was a holiday, so they wouldn't have been open. But it's been interesting because there are days where the rest of the school isn't in session. I mean, especially since Keota has their 4-day school week. But
right.
the daycare's chugging away. Like, that's the only thing going on in the building. But the daycare's open, even on like a snow day where school was canceled. the daycare is a separate entity within the school, so it was open on a day that school was canceled for blizzards, and
That's
so
something for
parents
someone
still
to
need to go to work.
They still need to go to work, and they need
Right.
to have somewhere for the kids.
And
to
somebody
go.
looking for that position might have to remember that in their head. Oh, you don't get snow days. You're still going. Yeah. No, that's great though for the parents that like you said, they don't get a snow day, so it's just all the time. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the nature of childcare. So when we talk about Little Eagles Childcare, that's of course Keota's Childcare, but the Keokuk County Childcare Network is the county-wide initiative to support childcare, and so distinguishing between the two is valuable because the volunteer board that I'm on, and I serve on that board with Gary Osebaker, Seth Millich, Jacqueline Greiner, Amy Wilcox. Tammy Wetjen has been a very good resource because she's with Early Childcare Iowa, so she helps guide us. In fact, she recently was able to inform us that, again, for the second year in a row, we're going to receive $30,000 from Early Childcare Iowa to support the salary of our director's position. This is, to get back to my main point, this initiative is countywide. And while Keota is the first childcare that KCCN has been able to get the ball rolling on, the ability to collaborate with resources between all the different communities in Keokuk County is what's going to make this work. To be able to share resources is a model that we have to capitalize on. Sure. And we did a lot of research when the Keokuk County Childcare Network was started to come up with this model, and we know that money like Early Childcare Iowa is not a certainty every year. It's a lot like a lot of things that we see today, and it's a year-to-year thing. And if you're in a position as a director who comes to a community and you have a family and you want to be employed for a long term, and your salary is based on a year-to-year basis, like that can tough. Be a real challenge. But that's how we tend to operate. And it seems like many things these days. I see it in farming with the farm bills that support farmers, and here we see it in childcare. And these are areas in our society that we really need to take a look at and say, is a 1 year plan really the best scenario for making sure our communities are stable? And so as we just kind of take a look at that, we as a KCCN want to make sure that all the communities in Keokuk County understand that the mission is to serve every community. Mm-hmm. And Keota's been able to spearhead that, but of course, right. We could start naming Sigourney and Hedrick and the other smaller communities outside of that we want to have childcare if there's people interested in starting childcares, and that's how this is going to be successful.
Sure. You had to have a starting point sort of as a model to move forward from. So yeah, and it sounds like it's going great. That's the numbers already are impressive.
Yes, we've also needed to be creative to accomplish some of the goals. Like as a summer program, we need to provide meals for the students, and the activities that the kids are doing it cost dollars, right? But we have a business promotion program where for $50, a business could get their name on our summer T-shirts that we're just in the process of finalizing. But for $200, they could get a medium-sized logo on our summer T-shirts, and then for $400, they could get like a big full-size logo on our summer T-shirts. So we're encouraging businesses around Keota and Keokuk County to support the summer program in that way. So we've had to get creative in some of these things to be able just to ensure that we can provide the best possible services to the kids.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And you think about that, I'm thinking about the prices, $50 for potentially like a 12-hour day. That's a heck of a deal. If you go per hour, that's less than $5 an hour. I don't know what the math is on that, but
And something else, I was just talking to Mary Long, our on-site supervisor in Keota, and when families want to apply for childcare assistance through Health and Human Services, we're willing to assist them in that process. So families may not even need to pay that $200 per week based on their financial situation. So knowing that those resources are available for families is also really important to families, because when you look at childcare, $200 per week, $800 per month sometimes. So then that comes up to a pretty significant burden on a family.
It does.
And
you bet.
And then you take a look at that and you could say, well, how many years is a child really in childcare, right? Like, for the first 4 years of their life, it's like, this is a burden, and Health and Human Services childcare assistance can support those families by more of an income-based pay that they can end up getting. But after 4 years, if we can help those families through that time period, now they're able to enter the public school system, and they no longer have that burden. So it's we encourage families to kind of keep that in perspective, because it's a short period of time that it costs that much for childcare.
We all know that in the moment, it seems like, boy, this is a lot, or it's going to take forever. But then also as parents, you look back and think, boy, that was just a nothing in time, because they grow up. They grow up fast. So, to get them started off right, though, in something like this, that's fantastic. And having it there is a huge plus. That's cool.
Yeah. Again, the Keota Childcare in Keota at the schools there. Levi Lyle hanging out with us today. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up today?
Yeah, we're going to have a dunk tank fundraiser.
Okay.
Also, the Keota Fun Days are coming up June 13th.
Yes.
And so people can currently get on the Keokuk County Childcare Facebook page and make suggestions about who they think should be in the dunk tank.
Oh, really?
So if you want to see Steve Shetler out in that dunk tank.
That's what I was just thinking. Where's that at? Am I in the right place? I'm at Keokuk County Childcare Network.
Yeah.
Is that where I want to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then if you... that'll be Behind the Roost on June 13th, Saturday. So make your suggestions, and
awesome.
then
or Neil. Neil Crotch.
No, because I melt. But Steve loves dunk tanks. I mean, I think he is born to be in a dunk tank.
Thanks, Neil. What time of the day is that on the dunk tank? Any idea?
Yeah, right after lunch.
Okay.
There'll be the parade that morning, and then activities for children are right there uptown, and so following that will be the dunk tank, and then activities throughout the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, always fun stuff going on with Keota Fun Days. I think we'll be over there. If people can't make it to the parade, I'll be hanging out, and I think for the third year in a row, we'll be doing a live video stream. So
parade, that'll be sweet.
Yeah, that's for out-of-towners, and people are always, sometimes people wonder about, if you come and stream, then people won't come to the event. Well, they're going to be there anyway.
The ones that are
this is for people that can't be there.
Or people that grew up there and no longer live in the state. It's great for them.
Yep. All right. Well,
awesome.
Did we get everything?
Yeah. One of my final thoughts is about when I was putting on my shirt this morning, Raise 'em Right in Keota. I was thinking about the many hats we wear within our communities, and I was looking around for my Savage Cobra shirt, because I was thinking, I'm going to wear my Savage Cobra shirt today,
Yeah.
And then I saw this one and thought, no, this is the one I should wear.
Yeah.
But then as I was driving over here, I was just thinking about this community pride that in our small communities throughout Iowa, we have such a strong sense of community pride. And then we could go back years ago where there wasn't more shared resources between communities. Sports programs, for example, between Sigourney and Keota weren't shared when I was a young toddler. And so we look at that and we say, that's a big sense of community pride. Where we share these resources, there is such an awesome opportunity to succeed together. And then which hat are we wearing? Because, like Little Eagles Childcare has a lot of pride that their childcare is successful and in helping to improve our community. But when we talk about Sigourney Keota football, now we have this shared resource, which has benefited both of our communities so much. It's my personal belief that navigating that is offers so much enrichment for our communities, where we share in something like early childhood education is a foundation in Southeast Iowa that we can take so much pride in. And that's, cool. That's certainly a place where collaboration is key. And as part of that, we have the Keokuk County Economic Development, KCED. Wow, I can't begin to talk about how KCED has been instrumental in the childcare coming to exist. When Gary Osbaker started throwing around these ideas several years ago to me, he was thinking about it long before that, I'm sure, but to create a childcare that has these shared resources is something that KCED put their weight behind. Oh, yeah. And we continue to draw resources with Holly assisting and some of the accounting stuff that we're doing. And it's just impossible to envision something like this working out if we don't have a collaboration of those kinds of resources. And so, yeah, hats off to KCED for this being something that they have made possible.
Yeah, for sure. Said. Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely.
Well, Levi Lyle coming in on this Tuesday morning to hang out with us for a while and talk about the good things going on with the Keota
Little Eagles Childcare.
Little Eagles Childcare. The Keokuk County
Childcare Network.
Childcare Network.
Yeah.
So that's where, there's still a lot of different acronyms going on.
Yeah, that's right. So now I'm off to my next step. My dad sent me to town to get, this morning, I said, I'm going to Sigourney anyway. I got to stop by the international store, pick up a part for the planter, and then today we're planting my organic soybeans. And so it's like back to the field. Right. Finishing that up.
Back to reality. Yeah. Well, it'll be a nice, warm, dry day here in Iowa today. So.
Yep. And softball starting tonight. The Keota girls have their first varsity softball game. Oh, cool. So I don't know if Sigourney maybe plays this evening or when their first game is, but
I'm not sure. I think I was looking through the Bound website, which does all the Iowa sports. There's, I think, a Tumwa or somebody has already played like 5 games already.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. I think it was, I don't know if it was softball or baseball, but yeah. So
it's definitely about to ramp up, and it will be nonstop.
Yep. Let's buckle up. It's going to be an exciting season.
Yeah. Levi, thanks for coming in.
You.
We will let you go. That's a Levi Lyle. Before you go, I want to get your picture quick. And all right, Levi Lyle,
Thank you.
You are free to go on this Tuesday morning. Appreciate you coming in. He comes in, and he does his thing, and he leaves.
Yep.
It's quick and easy. Levi hanging out with us today. By the way, our other guest coming up during the 8 o'clock hour is going to be Helena Hayes, who you see her signs up all around the area. She is our Iowa House representative. Yes.
I'm not very good at that stuff.
You've seen her ad here for the last week or so here on Steve Shetler Media. Helena going to be hanging out with us, not tomorrow, but today during the 8 o'clock hour here shortly. So stay tuned for that. Seeing Jason Tremmel's comment in the comments, I think I'm going to shed a tear or two. But before we do that, Jason evidently was not tuned in earlier.
I wasn't watching yet.
Jason, I had said earlier that we had talked about the cat situation. And I said, Jason, if you're watching, I don't want to know if it's a bad ending. Just don't say anything. Well, they're...
That's too bad.
Take a commercial break.